Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to FPS Intel, your favorite channel. Today we've got a super interesting video because we have the first major update for Black Ops 7 plus double weapon XP and double experience points. I'll explain everything in this video. If you like it, please leave a good like and a good comment to keep helping the channel grow. A few days ago, Treyarch released a dev talk where they ended up discussing various changes, such as that they will unlock endgame starting today, and it's unlocked for everyone. You no longer have to play through the catastrophic campaign, which, let's be honest, wasn't very good, in order to access the endgame mode. In addition, they've also balanced weapons, updated aim assist, updated spawns, improved equipment, nerfed drones, and other updates that I'm going to tell you about right now. Aim assist has been slightly improved, especially for long range, as it was nerfed. It's in a pretty solid spot, but they've tried to improve it a bit for long range, and they'll keep monitoring this in the coming weeks. The drone pod will end up being nerfed, though they've said they don't know how. They don't know if they'll end up nerfing the speed at which the drone flies or the total number of drones available, but they are definitely going to do something to this field upgrade to weaken it. They've also discussed the boss fight, as the zombie boss fight will now be made easier, given that the final boss was extremely powerful and will now be a bit more accessible for players. The barricades will spawn more often and will heal Tessie, the car, more consistently, as there were few heals in this final battle. Also, some of the boss's attacks have been nerfed so they aren't as lethal, and in solo mode, it will generally be much more accessible and much easier to get through the final fight. Speaking of zombies, yesterday they finally released the first animation, the very first trailer for the next map, which is called Astra Malorum. The map, as we can clearly see, is located inside a giant skull in the middle of space, and this is going to be the next map that will be released in Season 1. Honestly, the intro is really well done. It's incredibly beautiful and has a lot of epicness, just like Treyarch's team usually delivers. Remember, it's been leaked that Black Ops 7 Season 1 will be December 4th, despite it not being an official date. Theoretically, this date will be right when Black Ops 6's Battle Pass ends, and that's how we know it'll be when Black Ops 7's Battle Pass begins, meaning the game's first season. Additionally, last night they ended up publishing some patch notes that provided a bit more detail than what they had discussed during the dev talk. They commented that the aim assist related to the beta was ultimately nerfed. Specifically, rotational aim assist was reduced by 35%. Now they are reversing that decision, and the shooting assist has been reduced from 35% to 25%, which means they've slightly removed the minimum penalty it had previously. In addition, we have the game's first weapon balance, as they've ended up nerfing some weapons. For example, the M15 has been nerfed. They've ended up lowering its different damage ranges. The AK-27 has also had its damage decreased, even though its damage range was slightly boosted, and several other weapons have ultimately received improvements to their average damage range, but it hasn't really been a significant update that suddenly makes anything feel completely unbalanced. And here, on this blog, they've actually gone on to say more things about the drone pod. Specifically, they have increased the charging time from 2.5 to 3 minutes. Its overall duration has been reduced from 10 to 8 seconds, and additionally, the damage output of the pods was lowered from 60 points to 50. Is this a good nerf? We do not know. We'll have to end up playing the game to keep testing it. Some challenges have also changed, since the camouflage challenge requirement of eliminating enemies affected by your tactical equipment has changed to eliminating enemies affected by your tactical or non-lethal score streak. I also want to mention that the endgame mode is now available to everyone without having to finish the campaign, and I highly recommend you play it because it seems this mode with the double XP weekend is completely broken in a good way, as it gives you a massive amount of experience to level up your weapons and also to level up your account. So if you want to take advantage of this weekend to gain a lot of experience, I highly recommend you try the endgame mode. However, if you're interested in getting more gumballs to play zombies, there are also double gumball points. And this, of course, you can only get by playing the zombies mode. And if you didn't know or hadn't heard, Nuketown 2025 is now available in Black Ops 7, a double points weekend with Nuketown.
This can only mean grinding camouflages to be able to get a massive amount of skins. And this is the first major update that Black Ops 7 te ofrece del the 7 is receiving, even though we will end up getting more updates because the report came out that Black Ops 7 has sold 50% less compared to Black Ops 6, both physically and digitally across all platforms in Europe. Black Ops 7 has also sold 63% less than Battlefield 6 in Europe. This means Battlefield 6 is now taking the lead. Activision and Treyarch must be very afraid. Let's see what ends up happening with news and updates, because it's clear that right now they are losing the battle, that not enough people they wanted are interested in Black Ops 7. So let's hope they end up changing this, because the game feels good, despite the fact that they lied to us about skill-based matchmaking and that the game does have skill-based matchmaking. You'll definitely see your favorite creator dropping nukes just by signing up with an account to create your box. But guys, that's all for this video. This has been FPS Intel. If you liked the video, leave a good like and subscribe. We'll see you soon back here on the channel with more information. And let me know if you're going to take advantage of this weekend's double points.